Hello everyone, and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Mono Black at the end. So, we're moving into the Eldraine meta, but I always pre-record these videos so that even though today is probably the release of Wilds of Eldraine, we all know how good Wizard is at making their server run on release day, and I'm not risking not releasing a video today. So generally speaking, you're gonna record a video the day ahead to make sure that I don't get caught up in these kind of issues. And for the last day before Wilds of Eldraine meta, we're gonna cap off the reign of Mono Black with this Sheoldred the Apocalypse deck. And the idea I have for this deck is basically Sheoldred plus Phyrexian Arena equals win game. Now, whether or not that's going to become true is going to depend on our draws and the game states in which we play out. But as the entirety of the March of Machine meta, if you can't believe it or not, we've been in a March of Machine meta for like half a year now, but in the entirety of the March of Machine meta game, Mono Black control has been sort of at the pinnacle of monocolored decks. I think Mono Black beats Mono Red hands down. I think Mono Black also beats Mono Blue more often than not. Mono White's not really a deck, and Mono Green is a joke. So Mono Black, Sheoldred, basically is what the meta is overwhelmingly. How do I say this? Overwhelmingly suppressive in the current metagame up to this point. I hope Eldraine changes that, and I hope monocolored decks just kind of get rotated out for at least dual color decks for a little bit of variety. But for now, I'm gonna try to cap off all of the March of Machine, all the moms, with Mono Black at the end. So we have in the early game a lot of removal. We got 2 cut down, which I think a lot of people run 4 cut down, but instead I run 2 March. I really like the Black March because, especially in the Mono Black deck, we can actually cast it by exiling cards very often, very consistently to catch Planeswalkers. And Planeswalkers, a lot of times, are what Mono Black kind of struggles against since we don't have any haste creatures. Then we also have 4 Go for the Throw to kill any creatures we need, and then 2 or 4 Life of Toshiro or Umezawa, all 2 casts. That's why I stuck on the number 2. The Life of Toshiro is also pretty good on catching like Skrelvs, Thalias, things like that. We also have 2 Sheoldred's Edict to catch Planeswalkers, catch opponent's creatures that have Ward, and then we have 2 Tenacious Underdog. I didn't put in too many Tenacious Underdog because we have a bunch of Phyrexian Arena, so we already have a lot of card draw. If we can get to the cards, and Tenacious Underdog costing 4 every turn just to draw a card is not as great. So, and a lot of people have Graveyard Hate. That's why Tenacious Underdog is a little bit weaker. Then we have 4 Graveyard Trespassers. Graveyard Hate. We need Graveyard Trespasser for the ward, anti-control, anti-aggro, bunch of different good effects. We have 2 Hero's Downfall to, again, catch Planeswalkers. I really cannot express how often I get caught off guard by Planeswalkers. We also have 3 Liliana to make our opponent discard, make them sack creatures. Basically, Liliana is kind of the end game control card in the whole deck. We also have 4 Phyrexian Arena, so that even with Liliana, we're drawing more cards than we discard, and our opponent doesn't have any cards. We have 4 Sheoldred, of course. Sheoldred is the end condition of the deck. We have 2 Gix Command to bring Sheoldred back, to get lifelink, do all kinds of stuff. And then we have 1 Invasion of Fiora. I don't want too many Invasion of Fiora. Unlike my Mono Blue, but not Mono, or Mono Black, but not Mono Black, because I splash blue deck, we don't have that many controls in terms of counter spells. So I don't think I can last until Invasion of Fiora and still have sort of a card control over whatever our opponent plays. And that's why I want to go a little bit faster, and I cut down the Invasion of Fiora down to 1. Still, I want to have a Marchesa out whenever I can. She's pretty good. I want to be Monarch. And then we have 16 Swamps, 1 Takenuma, 1 Blast Zone, 2 Mirrex, and 4 Mishra's Foundry to get a total of 24 lands. We don't want too many lands, but we also do want to have at least 24 to have a stable land drop for the deck. And the funny thing about this deck is I actually added 2 Mirrex before Mishra's Foundry. Mirrex pretty good against control decks, so we can kind of outvalue them in the long run. But Mishra's Foundry is very good to catch Planeswalkers off guard and attack Planeswalkers. Did I mention how much I get caught off guard by Planeswalkers? Alright, so that's the whole deck list. We have no sideboard because we have no wish cards. Let's go in and try out this deck. Come on, Mono Black control at the end. How well can we do? If we all just face Mono Red, I think we're going to beat them hands down. If we face enchantments, I think we're going to have a pretty tough time because enchantments kill our deck pretty consistently unless we have good draws. We're playing against Big Knock, Begitna? I don't know. We're gonna go first with one land. Alright. Fan-freaking-tastic. Of course we're gonna mulligan this hand because we only have one land. But everything else is pretty nice. If I can take back any of these cards and change that for a land, I would have kept that hand. It is what it is. Alright. Now this is slightly worse. What do we put back here? Probably a Trespasser. Double Trespasser is the reason why I want to put back a Trespasser. I still think Liliana is pretty good because it gives us an idea about whether we want to play Liliana turn 3 or play Trespassers turn 3. Really depends on what they play. Alright, Blue Eye Control. So, nothing we play matters. Did we just run into a counterspell here? We ran into a counterspell. What did they play next turn? No, no counterspell. They like to kill our Graveyard Trespasser. They do! Alright, 2 for 1, just off turn 3. We also know that they don't have a counterspell, which means that our Liliana is going to have more. Oh, okay. That kind of guy. Oh no. If they get to reanimate, I think we just die. Now they have counterspell. They counter Liliana though. They do not counter Liliana.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
I discard card. I would discard card. Thirst. Man, that's just hardcore reanimation.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can stand up to this kind of reanimating deck. Unless we have all the Scar spells, which we don't. Which we don't. Do we play a Sheoldred first? Do we make him discard first? Thirst! Our opponents just got the cards.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
He discards a land? Does he want all those cards in his graveyard? I don't understand. Okay, so we're probably gonna die this turn. With the reanimating spell. Oh, not yet. Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Don't overthink things.
Doesn't just have thirst, right? Alright, here comes Invoke. What is he gonna bring out? I mean, he probably has a reanimating spell now. There's Invoke. Into 1 with the Multiverse. That's interesting. I thought it would be another card. Faithful Mending. He played Faithful Mending for free, so... guess he's okay with taking a lot of damage. He's got 1 card left. What do I do? I can make him discard his last card. And he gets play 1 for free. And all of his cards are pretty impactful, so that is annoying. The last card he has, or the top deck, probably isn't something that he wants.
This was boring anyway.
This isn't. See your life flashing before your very eyes? Good.
Do I want to make him keep all this land? Alright, you either keep 2 lands with the 1 with Multiverse, or you sack 4, or you sacrifice everything but keep 4 lands. Ah, there it is. portal, huh? I think we still lose anyways because of the portal. What can we get? Mirrex. Mirrex not enough. I can deal with 2 damage. And then the portal will bring back Sheoldred. I can make him sacrifice Sheoldred. Oh, okay. Okay, I can make him sacrifice Sheoldred. Maybe he'll bring back Taxis. It does bring back Taxis. Which means that now, you just take damage. Oh, so good. You get so many... Okay, that's it. Goodbye. We're not going to get out of this control kind of style game. It's unfortunate. I don't think we could have stand any chance against that deck anyways. I don't think they have counterspells, nor should we have played around counterspells. I guess the only technical misplay would be to play our Liliana first, and then a Graveyard Trespasser. But that's only if we know they're reanimating deck, and knowing that they don't have counterspells. Should not play that in any other scenario. That's fine. Around the world! Alright, how good is Mono Black in the last day of the meta? Well, good enough to not go first. I know that much. We go second, we got cut down into life, so I guess we'll keep this hand anyways. I don't think they're aggro. We're never facing aggro when we play Mono Black. It's always control. Graveyard Garden though, so it's what's it called? The 2-color thing. I mean the 5-color thing. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, Domain attracts it. There you go. Man, I must be on crack. Alright, what are they gonna play? Removal? No, briefcase. Alright, they got a removal. Will they remove our Liliana? That's fine, we can discard a card and use their removal.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Don't really need life
You
as
won't
much.
be outsmarting
Actually,
me.
I don't need cut down at all. That's misplay here. Now they're gonna exile the Liliana. This Leyline Bind. Oh, make them use their treasure for Leyline Binding. That's pretty good.
Whatever.
Did they
Luck
not have?
favors the foolish, after all.
There's Invasion of Zendikar. They're gonna have a Traxxas out soon. Did we go first? No, we did not go first. Alright, so that's why we're losing. The Traxxas out next turn will just kind of overwhelm us. Right? Right. Doesn't matter. Still gotta do it. And since the Traxxas is coming out next turn, I guess we're gonna need some card draw to respond to that. He taps his whole board if he attracts us. Okay, no Traxxas. Not yet. We draw 2 cards. Get to play a land. Get to attack. And then we get to play the Trespasser. Neither of these are really that necessary. We have no creature in the graveyard anyways. Leyline Binding. What are they going to buy in our arena? Probably our arena. Yeah, that makes sense. There's the Atraxa. What did they get? Wow, this is a greedy deck. Oh, he has no counter spells, I guess. I don't want to Gix command this board for no reason. And I think he's going to Leyline Bind my Underdog. So he's definitely gonna leyline bind something this turn, right? Putting the Sheoldred just goes into the leyline binding. But that means he can't leyline bind and combo it with the horror. There it is. Gonna take out my Sheoldred. That is a mistake. So what he should have done is wait till his turn, and he has flash speed, play the horror, and then leyline bind. But he could probably just draw a land anyways, and you know. Oh, it's a tap land. Okay, so he can't do both because of that, which is pretty nice for us. We might be able to lethal him for your briefcase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana for a horror. That's what he's hoping for. I'm gonna have to cut this down. And he's gonna horror to catch us off guard, right? I think that's his plan. I have nothing in the graveyard. He has nothing in the graveyard. First, resolve. Kill it. And quit. Ha, take that. With your domain attracts that you can't beat a mono black. You should learn how to play Magic. Alright, we've so far only faced decks that are incredibly good against us. Which, I mean, I guess at this point, everyone has figured out how to play against mono black. So that's fair. But we still won. And that's all that matters. This is going to be the title. Mono black better than domain attracts. Or, no, mono black beats domain attracts. No, Sheoldred beats Atraxa. There you go. Stringar. Hey, look, opponent goes first. I don't know. In the last 20 games I've played so far, I think I've gone first maybe once. And we only have 3 drops, but the 3 drops are all good. So I'm gonna keep. Not great, mono black or mono blues against mono black. So we're gonna lose because we're going second against mono blue, and basically they get a free turn here. They didn't use their free turn. Interesting. But they're not. They're gonna counter everything we play. So we're just gonna have to slowly trickle out our threats. Let's do it. 2 Gix command, which is completely pointless against this deck. We can't spend 5 mana just to get countered by like a 1 mana negate. If they let our Liliana out though, that's an entire control mistake. But you know what? No card draw at least. Okay, I was wrong. He had to consider. Maybe he topped that consider? That's why he didn't play last turn? Weird. Okay, no he didn't. He just... What? Lots of consider going on. Against mono blue. It's not fun. It's not fun playing against mono blue. Honestly, it's just... Do you have counter spells? Should I just quit now, or are we gonna drag this out a little bit more? Right? It's kind of how you know it feels like playing against mono blue sometimes. All right, should we play Liliana or should we play Graveyard Trespasser here? I'll play Trespasser. We got caught by a Spell Pierce last turn, but maybe he's drawn to make the Sphere by now. Did draw 2 cards. There it is. It's only on 3 mana, that's our only solace. Consider Mingface. Only have land so far. I mean, that's all I needed, land anyways. Wow, Liliana sticks.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Well, these Gix commands never get anywhere, so goodbye.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I'm not casting 2 Gix commands, seriously. Against this deck? No way. What? What is... What? You control target creature. Guys, impulsing. Do I kill this Jing? Do I kill this Jing if he plays it with Go for the Throat? That is a good question, because he can phase it out, and then I won't be able to touch it. Tolera and Horror, on the other hand, I could actually kill. Do I, though? I mean, I guess I kind of have to here.
One of your friends has to leave.
Alright, do I need the life? What does the life do? What does the life do? Absolutely nothing is what it does. I can make a Mirrex token. I mean, it's not like I have instants, so... Enjoy the tiny 1/1s attacking you.
Don't overthink things.
Yeah, fine. Enjoy the tiny 1/1s gnawing at you. And quit. Take that, Mono Blue. Should learn how to play Magic. I'm gonna say that to everyone I beat. Oh, I'm in Gold tier? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's fun. It's Mono Blue. There was nothing to play. Like, I just land. I just played things until it stopped being countered. Now, no math was involved there. Alright, we got Obliterating Bolt. Fun. All we have to decide. I've seen this quote like 14 times. Yesterday. Ready. Dessert. Hey, didn't you just say something to me? Wow. We've made it, guys. We made it. You go first. Alright. Terrible hand to go first on, but whatever. It's not like we have that many 1-drops to be useful. Chances are we want the life on whatever they play. We don't have Evolved Sleepers in the deck, so the life will have to do. Oh. What do you know? I did say the life will have to do, but we're still gonna get Toxic. That's not fun. And like I said, Mono Black, I think I said in the last video, Mono Black basically loses to a counter-heavy control deck or the super aggressive Toxic deck. Because we can't gain life against Toxic. I don't know why Toxic is a thing in Standard, of all things. In EDH, I get it, because you don't want a game to last like 5 hours. But in Standard, Toxic is just Toxic. Alright, he plays Skrelv into a -1/-1 for some reason. Probably has protection. Do we exile something? Make him use his Skrelv? Probably, right? Can't really target this, and he's gonna make this bigger. No, it's aggressive, and we don't need to be aggressive against him, so we'll go on the defensive and take out all his creatures whenever we can. The Go for the Throats are useless against a deck that's full of artifacts. That's the downside of this. Maybe go attack with Skrelv. Or maybe he'll just quit. Coward. I mean, to be fair, I played this deck before. If you don't get the perfect draw, you're not going to win any game. And I hate those games. I hate those decks where you have to get perfect draws. And when you do, you feel like a god. And when you don't, you just want to quit the whole game altogether and, you know, disconnect, throw your laptop out the window, whatever it is. Mono Black. Still got it. Your opponent can be any kind of person with any kind of background. Magic is for everyone who has money. Little Beast. He's getting ready for the Ashiok, I think. Alright, we get 2 lands. Go for the throw, Sheoldred's Edict, and 2 Arena. But we came back to the opponent goes first side. We can keep this hand, right? We get 2 draws at a land. And if we don't, we have a lot of removal for some time. Oh, there's a land. Alright. Mono Black versus Mono Black. Let's see what happens. I think they're Mono Black. These swamps usually mean they're Mono Black. You gonna grow it? Yeah. Good job. Do they have Ward? They have Ward. They have you know, Graveyard Trespasser. So I think it makes sense to go for the throw first. Gix. I'm gonna kill your Gix. We start arenaing. Pretty scary to start arenaing, right? I think I get to draw 2 cards. I have 2 removal, so let's see what happens. But I'm gonna go pretty low on life. Hopefully Sheoldred can bring us back. Chances are it won't because Mono Black, right? Full removal. Another Gix, okay, you get to draw a card. That's fine. He spent his whole turn just to draw an extra card, which is what I did. I am behind because I went second. That's exactly what the game is, right? You're behind because you go second and then try to claw yourself back. Alright. I can kill Gix and kill Evolve Sleeper. I think that's the play. If that's the play, maybe I'll pass turn and see what he does first. He's got to cut down his hand. Mirrex. Why don't you sacrifice a non-token creature first? Unless you want to spend 2 more mana to activate your Mirrex. We'll kill that too. There you have a 2-2. Enjoy. Enjoy your moment of sun in the 2-2s. I mean, there's no way he doesn't attack. So we're at 11, we're gonna go down to 10. It's got Misery Shadow. Oh boy. Okay, okay. It's scary, but do we Sheoldred here and try to live? I think it might have been better to life there, gain 2 life. Be at the mercy of his Misery Shadow pumps. I can trade for the Shadow. No. Okay. We're not dead. Hey, not dead means alive, so good enough. Let's take this first. Why don't you sacrifice your creature? I don't like that.
Before brunch.
Off you
Nah.
go.
How would I need a little bit more life? Gain 2 life. Alright, no attacks. Sheoldred can block. They didn't have go for the throw. That's what kept us alive all this time. Now they have something to exile. Okay, we gotta play something every turn too. not dying. Oh boy. Second Trespasser. Invasion's gonna catch him so off guard. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. They think they got us. They think they got us with a bunch of life things. Let's gain some life. I'm gonna need it. Discard a card. I wanna see what your last card is.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Oh, it's a swamp. Interesting. Black. Let's destroy all non-legendary creatures. But just look at that. It looks like a one-sided board wipe to me. And GG. Alright. So yeah, landing the Sheoldred is what makes us the game, right? Didn't have Sheoldred, we had Sheoldred. We're a way better Magic player than they are. And Mono Black clutches it out. And like I said, this Mono Black deck is, you know, very strong. Of course, we were playing a mirror match at the end, so even if they win, it still means Mono Black is strong. It all kind of lands on Sheoldred's back. She is so good. I don't really think Sheoldred's gonna go anywhere after the after the new release because of no rotation. If there were rotations, Sheoldred stay in, even with rotation. I don't know. It removes, I think, all the Kamigawa cards. All the... No, Sheoldred's still in. This is Dominaria, right? So everything from Kamigawa all the way up to... Well, no, everything from Innistrad all the way up to New Capenna would have been rotated out. But they decided they wanted money. So none of those are rotating, and we're having a 3-year format called the New Standard. Anyways, this deck is gonna probably do some things even in the new Outdrain meta, which I'm looking very forward to. Finally we get to mix things up a little bit more. I hope it's just not enchantments and mono red and mono blue all over the place. I actually have some ideas about some few fun decks that hope you look forward to it. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time in Wilds of Eldraine. Bye-bye.